Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to the latest edition of the Mayor's Corner. I think this is the first Mayor's Corner I'm doing from my house. So here we are at my house, right off Hunter Drive here, and I'm with Molly Ettenborough, who is our Director of Sustainability, Recycling, Trash, Energy. She does it all here in Newburyport. But we're here today because this whole episode is going to be about trash. All right, we have a new trash program that we're rolling out. It's starting on Monday, October 14th. Which is Indigenous Peoples Day. But we wanted to get you, we've sent a lot of information out to you via mail, via social media, emails. But now we just wanted to have a quick Mayor's Corner about what are the highlights of this program, what's different than what's happening right now, show you some visuals so you can actually see a little bit about what we're talking about too. And then we're actually gonna go through my trash. Now, there's not a ton of trash. This is called a trash audit. We're gonna go through my trash and pick out what's trash, what could be recycled, if there are anything in there that could be composted. I do composting through Black Earth at my home as well. So that's where we are. So I'm going to hand it off to Molly, and Molly's going to just give you the highlights and the bullets about the trash overflow program. What does it mean for you, and what's it mean for you starting on Monday here in Newburyport?
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. So Molly Ettenborough, Sustainability Manager for the city. So you all may have received this postcard in the mail over the past couple weeks, and starting Monday there'll be a new limit to how much trash you can put out. It's 64 gallons. It used to be 96, so it's only a small difference from what people have been putting out for many years. But we've been looking at this for years, and the average household has been only putting out 48 gallons. So we don't feel like this is going to be a big hardship, but there are those times we realize holidays and parties and different things that people have throughout the year that they do need more trash.
Sure.
So to deal with that, we have started the overflow bag program, and these are these orange bags that you will find at 5 locations: the 2 grocery stores, Richdale, Black Duck, and 7-Eleven. At the grocery stores, they'll be at the customer service desk, and I think they'll also have it at the desk at the other 3 locations too. So that's starting Monday. We will have Mello checking things out for the first couple of weeks to make sure people are following the rules. They're sort of the enforcement on the ground, but there will be some leeway, but we'll leave a little tag if there is someone who's egregiously abusing it, and then after several weeks we'll make sure that people are doing the right thing, and we'll certainly let them know. The only other thing that's changing, so it's just 96 gallons to 64. The only other thing that's changing is the bulk sticker price went from 5 to 15. And that was because couches and large furniture, $5 really wasn't covering the cost of disposal. Yeah. So those are really the only things that you can put out as bulk items are furniture and rugs. I'm not close enough to the side.
I can hear you, so I think we're good. Yep.
Okay, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal for folks because we take a lot at our recycling center, which is now open 2 days during the week, Mondays and Thursdays, 12 to 2, and then the first Saturday. And we take a lot of items there.
Yep.
Anything metal, anything electronic, we take a lot of different items. And we'll talk about some of those specific items in a minute when we look at your trash.
Yeah, and just another thing, like how we got here. So we just went through we put a bid out for our trash contract, right? Every how many years?
5 years.
5 years we do that.
Yep.
So we just went through that. So this is where this all came from. We had a group that Molly worked with. A couple city councilors were on there as well. And we came up with this because, there was some thought that we might even go more aggressive with this to try to lessen and reduce the amount of trash that Newburyport is putting out there, right? Because there's a couple ways we get charged for trash. If you want to talk about that a little bit.
So we pay for collection and transportation, and that price went up 45% from our last contract. So that was significant, and we knew that this was going to happen years ago, just because of the way the market was going, and because we had been in a long-term contract. And then we pay for disposal, which is based on the tonnage that we bring in. So every trash truck that comes from Newburyport gets weighed at Wheelabrator in North Andover, and we get tonnage reports every month, and we're paying per ton. So we were paying 71 a ton, we're now paying 95 a ton. So that went up 25%. So it's significant, and so we monitor that every month, and give reports to the state and DEP about that as well. Yep. And on that note, the state has also really encouraging, they're not mandating cities and towns to reduce their trash because the state of Massachusetts is running out of trash disposal space. So we have 9 incinerators in the state. They're all at capacity. They run 24/7, And we're lucky that we have a disposal contract. Some towns are having trouble getting that. And then landfills are slowly closing. They're just at capacity and not able to. So what's happening with some areas, that people are shipping their trash, or towns and cities are shipping their trash out of state.
Okay.
And we don't want to do that.
No, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And so from that, we worked with a consultant. We had city councilors involved. We worked on a policy. We submitted that policy and our new trash contract with Mello to the city council, and that was passed unanimously, I believe.
It was. Yes.
So again, this has been in the works since the spring, and we're kind of having, this has like been a soft rollout since the contract had started, and again, leading us up to this October 14th date where we're going live and we're going to do this. And like I said, those bags are going to be able to picked up at Shaw's, at Market Basket, Black Duck, 7-Eleven, and Richdale's downtown, so you'll be able to get them. A roll that Molly just showed you here, that's for $10, so it's $2 a bag. That will get you 5 bags. And I will say, and I'm going to show you my trash cans here in a second, but I am definitely we're a family of 5. I am definitely one of those people that will occasionally need to use the bags.
Right.
Again, there are some weeks, I have a ton of stuff out there. Other weeks I don't. This past week, I only had the 1 trash can out there. So just real quick, we'll just show you these first, and then we'll do our little trash audit. But first off, this is your recycling bin. Everybody has one of these, right? There's a recycling bin. This is 64 gallons to give you the visual. If you're not exactly sure what your trash can is, if it's the same size as this, it's 64 gallons. So Molly's gonna grab my trash can. So I already have a 64 gallon. So this is what I put out. And I completely fill this every week and then some, right? So again, I definitely need to look at what I'm doing as far as the trash that I'm producing and seeing ways I can reduce it. But I know I'm gonna fill this every week, and then I'll have the overflow bags if I go over it. This trash can is not mine, but we just wanted to show you, this is a 32 ounce. So before, this is what we could put out, right? Now we're taking away that and we're replacing it with the bags. But if you have one of these at home, that's a 32, you can put 2 of those out to get to your 64, right?
It's basically equivalent to 5 white. It's basically equivalent to 5 kitchen-sized bags that you'll be able to fit in there, maybe even more. But it's actually a pretty generous amount. And as I said before, we've kind of been studying this for a while, and the average household was only putting out 48 gallons. So I don't think it'll be a big deal. We're not taking away any service. It's still part of our tax base. We're not taking anything away. We're just limiting very minimally the amount that can be put out.
Right. And the overflow bags are really just to defray costs. This isn't like a moneymaker for the city or anything like that.
I don't even think we'll sell that many bags.
Yeah, we probably won't. And I'll say this today, so today's Thursday, and I drove around town. It's not my trash day, mine's Wednesday, but I did drive around to the people that have Thursday pickup. And I honestly did not find one place that had more than a 64-gallon amount of trash out there. So that was telling to me that, I do think this will be changing some habits for some people, but for the most part, I think we're in a good spot to do this. And like I said, I don't think we were ultra aggressive. I think we worked with what we knew the city was already doing, and this kind of fits right into that. The last thing I'll just mention real quick is the Black Earth. Again, we don't require everyone to do this, but we're certainly encouraging it. We've seen a big spike, I would say, in the last, at least the last 2 years that I've been here, push towards composting. This gets picked up every Tuesday. I don't think I'm the best composter yet. I'm still learning, but we do have a lot of resources. If you want to learn more about it, you can reach out to Molly office about that if you would like, and we're starting to provide that.
That's a self-subscribed program, but we actually have 4 drop-off locations in the city that are free. So if people don't want to pay the weekly or yearly price for this program, they can bring it to one of those 4 locations. So we have the wastewater, the senior center is a new location, Colby Farm Lane at the yard waste facility, and then Washington Street at the rail trail. So we have those free drop-off that are really popular with apartments and condos. So that's another great program, but that's a really easy thing to do, and it gets kind of fun once you get used to it. And that's where all the weight is for the trash. So that makes a big difference in the disposal cost, because that's what we pay based on weight.
Yeah, and Molly mentioned the senior center being a new spot. That's been very popular to start, and I think we're trying to find these pockets in the city where we can do some of these things and make it available not only to seniors but to residents, just to get them more in the habit of doing it, and then hopefully that will lead to more people doing composting on their own, throughout the city.
Excited about it.
Yeah. All right.
Do you want to go through your?
All right, so that's our little. A little spiel about trash. Now we're going to actually go through my trash a little bit, and then Molly's going to tell me if I'm doing a good job or I could do a better job, and where things should be going, and hopefully you'll learn something too.
So we're going to go through your trash. These are your trash. This is your recycling. So this is, you're right, this is trash. So styrofoam is actually really confusing for folks because it has a recycling number on the back, but we only can recycle this kind of styrofoam and not in the curbside bin. It has to be brought to Colby Farm Lane.
Okay.
So if you don't want to bring this kind, you can't recycle this kind, you have to bring it to Colby Farm. Otherwise, it will go in the trash.
Okay.
And the same goes for any colored styrofoam. We don't take that at all, so that would go in the trash as well. So that's good. This is recyclable, and
Okay.
it has a number 1 on it. So this, or actually it's a number 2. This is HDPE, high density polyethylene. That gets recycled. So the plastic market, for recycling market, is really confusing, and people, that's where all the discussion comes about. People are just throwing all the recycling away. It's not. It's really about the plastics, and 1, 2, and 5 are the ones that get recycled all day long.
Okay.
This plastic has a number. It has a number 1, which normally would be, but because it's black,
Okay.
they won't accept it.
Okay.
Because it can't be seen on the conveyor belt. This actually can be recycled. This is aluminum as long as it's clean. This you have in the right place, cardboard, but the thing about cardboard, and you can put out as much recycling as you want with your recycling, including cardboard, but we really need you to flatten it and bundle and tie it so it's easy to pick up, not just, a bunch of boxes all together. Or you can drop it at the recycling center,
Okay.
which again, we're open all the time. So this plastic, you could actually, if you want to be really picky about it, you could open this up, take out there's a piece of paper in here. You could take this out, that could be recycled. And even though this says biodegradable, it's not certified biodegradable, so that would
Okay.
be in the trash. This could actually be composted. It's from
okay.
Cider Hill, and it's kind of a waxy paper, so that could
Okay.
be composted, so we can put that. Same with this, and paper towels.
Okay.
So otherwise, you've done pretty well. Again, styrofoam, that has to stay in the trash. So those could be composted,
Okay.
and I think
That's probably good.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. I hope someone learned something from my trash this week. So I know I'm going to try to be better and better about what I'm putting where as far as my trash disposal. And again, I think I still have a lot to learn, particularly around recycling, making sure I am checking. And like the number thing today, I didn't know 1, 3, and 5.
1, 2,
1,
and
2,
5.
and 5.
Yeah.
I'll
And
start
we're
looking for
happy
that.
to do a trash audit. The office is happy to do a trash audit for anyone. I mean, it would be great to do any like condos or churches or things like that, especially where we can really make a big difference. But happy to answer any questions and help people out if they have any thoughts.
All right. Well, thank you, Molly. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, please reach out. But this new trash program kicks off Monday, October 14th, and I will see you all next time on the Mayor's Corner.